Hi, and welcome to Faith and Wins Private Tutoring. I'm Ms. Dassel, and today we're going to talk about how to write a short story or a narrative for our beginners. So these are usually students in grades 2 and 3 or standards 2 and 3, and they're just getting accustomed to the format, what you need, the elements required, how many paragraphs. So we're going to do a brief overview of what is required in a narrative for beginners. So let's head to it. All right, so on our screen here, we have a really fun diagram that you can take a pause and you could trace it out yourself. So using your hands, hey, hands, right? And when you're planning out your story, you're gonna think of, okay, I need to have these 5 things, right? So when you're checking it back, you could always look at your fingers and think, hey, did I use all my elements on my fingers? I'm missing something. Let me go back and put it in, right? So we have the 5 story elements. So every story, regardless of the length, will have 5 elements in it, right? So because you all are beginners and you're going to start with 3 paragraphs, right? We need to make sure you have everything you need. You have to fit it into those 3 paragraphs. So let's look at the elements. So first things first, our pinky finger, we have the setting. So as you can see at the top here, we have a little beach scene here, right? So the setting is usually when and where the story happens. So as you can see from the little picture there, we know it's at the beach and it's probably like summertime or dry season, okay? And you can also describe the weather as well. So we know it's very sunny and bright and nice cool breeze. And then you would describe, of course, the color of the water, how the sand feels under your feet, the tall, lofty palm trees, the cool, salty breeze, right? So you're going to use your adjectives there to describe the setting. Next, we have our characters, right? So characters in a story, they do things, they feel things, and they say things. Very important, right? So make sure you bring your character to life, right? So if you were to read back your character, read back what you write, and your character sounds boring and plain, and we don't have an idea what your character even looks like or what their personality is like, right? Then you probably need a little more adjectives in there just to bring them to life. So you could use adjectives like tall, muscular, grumpy, short, frizzy hair, right? So those would be some great adjectives to describe your characters. Then we have the plot. So the plot is the intro, the body, and the end, right? So the plot is 3 elements in one. You need to have an introduction, you need to have a body, and you need to have your conclusion. Now, it's very important to note that, let me write this out here, your introduction, in your introduction, you would put your settings and your characters, right? In your body, you'll put your problem, and in your conclusion or ending, you'll put your solution, right? So your 5 elements are also included in one element, which is the plot. Okay, great. Next, then we have our problem. No, this is where the excitement is. This is where the drama happens. This is where the excitement happens. So your character is going to face something crazy, or they have to overcome something like a dragon or witch, or they're lost at sea and they tumble out the boat, and how are they going to get rescued? All these things from them is really where the exciting part of your story is, right? So think of Goldilocks and the three bears. This would be the part where the bears come home and they meet Goldilocks and there's tension, and are they going to fight? What's going to happen? Did they meet Goldilocks? Did they not meet Goldilocks? They came and they saw their place in shambles. Oh my goodness. Is she still in there? Is she not in there? Did she escape? Right? So you can put those kind of elements as the things we want to see in that paragraph. That paragraph would have your problem, right? And then of course we have a solution. So every story must come to an end, right? You can't write for 10, 20 hours. Every story must come to an end. So this paragraph is going to have your solution. What happened in the end? If you're writing about being lost at sea, did you all get rescued? Right? If you had to slay a dragon to rescue the princess, did you slay the dragon? What happened next? Were you a hero? Did you get a hero's welcome? Like, what happened in the end? Everybody needs to know what happened at the end of the story. So every story has these 5 elements. So in your first paragraph, you're going to have your setting and your characters, right? So let me just indicate that for you all. So your first paragraph, paragraph 1, right? Your second paragraph is going to be the problem, right? So this is the dramatic part. And your third paragraph would have your conclusion, your ending, solution, right? So all of those elements would be in that paragraph. Right, so here we have a delicious picture of a burger. So burger A has a lovely bun, double patty, cheese, tomato, lettuce, onions, all nice toppings you would want for your burger. And then burger B, we can't really describe what it looks like. There are not much colors. It's kind of plain, right? It looks very unappetizing, right? So this is what we don't want in our essay. We don't want our essay to just be black and white, words on a page, information that we give, right? Our teacher says, write a story or write an essay and it comes out like B, right? You want your essay to come out like A, right? So you're going to use your words to bring your story to life, right? Now, if I just said, oh, my burger has a bun and beef and cheese, yay, that's boring. But if I said, my bun is made up of a delicious combination of mouth-watering 2 double beef patties with crispy green lettuce and soft, delicious, succulent tomatoes and fragrant onions on double toasted brioche bun. Now, doesn't that sound more interesting and more delicious, right? So you want to use your words to help you to describe what's happening in the essay. So your words will bring to life burger A, and you definitely don't want to have burger B. Burger B is boring, and we don't want boring, we want excitement, right? So stay tuned for the essay series. So make sure your notifications are on for when a video drops. All right, bye for now.